All right, shalom, shalom. Peace, Israel. It's Brother Zaquan from Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone will teach you well. Peace and salutations that I hope will let scattered abroad. All right, and as you can probably see right here, we're going to be getting into these new laws, these new non-detainable laws or offenses, you can say, that eventually there is going to be implemented in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. And another source just came out and said it's going to be in Dayton, Ohio also. So Dayton, Ohio and Chicago, Illinois are about to be the first two states with these new laws in 2023, starting January the 1st, 2023. All right, which is only a few days away. All right. I'm gonna read some of these offenses off. I'm gonna read some of these offenses, then we're gonna grab the scripts, because everything's gonna go back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's gonna go back to the scripts. It says Illinois non-detainable offenses beginning January 1st, 2023, and I'll have the I'm pretty sure I have the cover up, so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. But you can commit aggravated battery and not be detained, also known as not being arrested. Aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced homicide, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder, and threatening a public official. Meaning, you can kidnap somebody in broad daylight and will not be detained for it. You may rob somebody, gunpoint, however, in broad daylight, will not get detained for it. You can commit second-degree murder and not be detained for it. You can burglarize somebody's property, not be detained for it. You can drug-induce, kill someone and not be detained for it, So this just goes, and this is gonna be issued out with in two of the top three, deadliest locations, you could say. Chicago, Illinois. There's nothing but Jake over there talking about switches and shooting Jakes. Ain't nothing but Jake killing Jake over there. The same thing in Dayton, Ohio. It's a little further city out of the way, but ain't nothing but killings, drug dealing, the same thing going on. But it's all gonna play full circle because eventually it's gonna reach all 50 states. It's gonna be like this in all 50 states, not just these two states. They're just starting off in these two states. Especially with us brothers, Prophets in Babylon down here in Tampa, Florida. We're in Florida. Florida is another, very wild state, right behind Chicago and New York, California and stuff, So with these laws in place, especially out here and everywhere else, in Babylon, it's about to be all hell on earth, literally. People's actions are about to stand in the course of their power. But we're going to go grab this. We're going to start off with 1 Thessalonians 5:3. We're going to make this too long. But 1 Thessalonians 5:3, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." All right. If you look at now, it's probably, December 28th, 2023. People that are thinking themselves to be in a good case, the victuals are cheap upon the earth, food is cheap, gas prices went back low. Everybody is thinking that CVID is dying down, everything is going back to normal. So people are thinking they're safe. People are starting to say peace and safety. But it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." We're going to grab this. Fled. Because the times we're about to come into, especially with these laws being in place, it's about to be very detrimental, especially during Jacob's trouble. Amos 5:19, it says, "As if a man did flee from a lion." Matter of fact. Okay. Amos 5:18 says, "Woe, which means destruction, unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." All right. The day of the Lord is darkness, is not light. Is that As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Point is that there's destruction at every corner. There's going to be destruction at every corner. The day of the Lord. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. That's the day of the Lord, and before the Lord returns, it's going to be all hell on earth. And this is just the forerunner. This is the front cover page of them letting you know, hey, 2023 is about to be hectic. You're going to literally be able to commit crimes broad daylight and not be detained for it. You won't even be charged. It's like in Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. The point is, the times we're about to come into, man, people is about to get so detrimental. People are about to be destroying one another. People about to be out here in the streets taking what they want. Especially with these new laws being in place, bro, it's literally about to be all out hell. That's why Jacob's trouble, and that martial law is going to be even much more deadlier, because they're going to be out here acting a fool. It's going to be nothing for Esau to come down with that sword slaughter, because Jake is already going to be acting a fool. 2 Ezra 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Sedition also going into like separation, division. And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning everybody, whatever somebody has the power to do in that day, they're going to do it. And they're not going to have any regard for the cops, for the judge, for nobody. Whatever somebody has the power to do in that day, they're going to do it. It says the course of their actions shall stand in their power, And as you see the laws right here. Burglary, drug-induced homicide, aggravated fleeing, aggravated DUI, aggravated battery, kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder. This is all going to be basically legal damn near, That's what the Lord says. It's going to be sedition among men. People are going to be out here doing whatever they want to do. And that's why when the Lord bestows judgment amongst this place, it's going to be here. It's going to be worse here than it was even in Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is even more wickeder. This place is wicked. It must be destroyed. Matthew 10:15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. All right. Babylon is going to get it the worst. It's going to be ravished. That virgin is about to get ravished. All right. And as you see, like we said, with those laws right here, man, it's about to get even more detrimental, But we're going to grab this because, the end isn't yet. Just because, stuff is about to go down, it's about to get very, damn near lawless, basically lawless. That doesn't mean that's it. This is just the end. Nah. It's the beginning of sorrows. We're about to go through much tribulation to enter into this kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yahweh Ratazah we endure. But Matthew 24:6, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, the end is not yet. Like I said, we still have more tribulations and stuff to go through. And obviously, you hear the rumors of wars with Ukraine, Russia, China, But the end is not yet. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, letting you know that it's about to be, the earth is about to get shaken up. The earth is about to be introduced to some destruction, I guess you could say. Babylon is about to get introduced to some destruction. But Matthew 24:8 says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are the beginning of sorrows, And obviously we know the times are coming into are about to be very deadly. Now Yahweh Shem Yahushai is playing no games. This all ultimately is going to go back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord. But Yahweh Ratazah, this lesson was edifying to you. Yahweh Ratazah, we hit the point. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great Muslim, teach you well. With that, I'd like to say Shalom and a Baba Ball soon.